Hello guys, this is I Only Post. This is going to be my first ever UFC video. I haven't uploaded in a very long time on this channel if you guys have been subscribed for a while. Uh, this is just 5 easy tips on how to win in UFC 3. I am in Division 5 on Ranked, so everybody I'm playing is Division 4, Division 5 area. So if you guys need tips on how to get up in UFC or just at least to win fights, just watch this video all the way through. I'm going to be speaking on what fighters you should use in UFC 3 to help you get up in divisions. If you're a guy that always gets out wrestled, I would say that you want to pick a wrestler. If you're a guy that's really good at striking and you always get out wrestled, I would pick a grappler to kind of scare people away from the fact that you're a wrestler, because a lot of people won't wrestle you if you're using like Cain Velasquez in the heavyweight, Khabib in the lightweight. A lot of people won't even shoot on you at all, which I know this firsthand because I was very bad at wrestling, and I would use those fighters and I would still be able to outstrike people, but I would never go to the ground. So I would use a particular grappler, and if you're already good at grappling but you don't really know basic feet combinations and stuff like that, I would probably pick someone like Conor McGregor, because he's easy to use, and if you know the ground, you can still use him on the ground. It's just one of those things. And if you're decent on everything, don't use somebody that's like good in one aspect. Like if you're decent everywhere, don't use Conor, don't use Khabib, because Khabib's not that good on the feet. He has like short arms in the game, and the only thing you can really utilize is like his inside fighting power. But besides that, you can't really use any. In Conor, you can't utilize his ground if you're a decent in that area. Like you got to be good to utilize Khabib and Conor in different areas. People like Cain Velasquez on the feet. Different, like people like Dan Severn on just imagine using Dan Severn on the feet. You have to be good to be able to do that, like good at striking. But yeah, those are the types of fighters you want to use. But also, if you still have trouble getting up in divisions, like say if you win one fight and lose one fight, you should probably pick a lower grade fighter, like a B plus grade or lower fighter, and that will help you get more points when you win but less when you lose. So you can win one fight and lose one fight every time, and you'll still get more points for a long time until you get up to about 1350. But then you have to win 2 every time you lose 1 pretty much to gain points with those types of fighters, unless you use like a C plus fighter. Alright, this is tip number 2. Basic ground game. The first thing you want to learn about the ground is how to keep top mount and not do anything stupid. The worst thing you can do is if someone's on top of you and you're sprawled, never go for a get up, which this guy does it a bunch of times, and I got it a couple times, but I also let him get out of it because a lot of people don't go for get ups and it's not common. But if you see someone doing it, you know they're not good players instantly, which top mount is something you want to keep. Like if you can mount someone or get them in crucifix, it's the most deadly position in the game. It's hard to get out of, especially if someone knows how to deny it, because there's only 2 ways you can go. You can go half guard left or right from top mount, and you can go side control left or right from crucifix. And if someone knows how to deny, it's an easy deny and then go right back into crucifix, and it's hard as hell to get out of, which I've been beat so many times, like to the point where like I was about to like just stop playing the game completely, because it was just so like frustrating that people could get me into that and I couldn't go anywhere, no matter how much I knew about the game, until I learned how to deny. Like I literally was so good on the feet. I knew where everything was. I just didn't know the reads to denies. And once you start denying people, they start getting scared of the ground and they want to take it back to striking, even if they're a pro-dominant striker or a pro-dominant wrestler. like Cain Velasquez, maybe a Khabib if you play lightweight a lot, which I do. I play lightweight, heavyweight mostly, sometimes flyweight. Those are my three main weight classes. But Khabib or somebody like that, if you start wrestling him where you're out wrestling him, where you're denying everything he does, he's not going to want to do that because you can't deny a strike. If I throw a strike to your face, you can't deny that and take away half your stamina. If I deny a transition, I'm taking half your stamina and you're not moving. And another thing that you want to learn is just easy submissions. This is going to be the last thing that I'm telling you guys about this. And this is submissions right here. Like, this is a 2-gate submission. If you see that green checkpoint come up, if you hit that and you can hit that blue one right there, it's an instant GG, depending on which fighter you use, if they have it or not, which Struve has it on triangle choke and armbar as well. So I go into this and I instantly can crank this, and you see me right there. If I hit that and then I hit this blue one right here, it's an instant win. Instant win, no matter what. And they can be really good players, but once you get them caught in that, no matter how good they are at the game, they have to be good at getting out of submissions to be able to get out of that. And a lot of people are really good at the game, they're just not good at those little mini game submissions. But if you can learn how to transition quick into submissions, and you can learn how to time those 2-gate submissions like that, it's going to be hard to beat somebody it's going to be hard for them to beat you on the ground. And especially if you learn denies and top mount along with it, it's very hard to beat someone like that. And that's why people don't really like wrestling with me when I play on this game. But yeah, that's pretty much just going to be the end of tip number 2. We're going to get on to tip number 3 though. Alright, now we're on to tip number 3. Basic striking, guys. You guys probably think you guys already know how to strike, and a lot of you guys probably do if you guys are watching this. But a lot of you most likely probably don't know a lot about combos, and y'all think y'all are just like throwing power shots, y'all are good at managing distance. But one thing people have trouble with is pressure fighters. And one thing you need to learn when you fight pressure fighters is combos. Like, you see me fighting this guy and he's pressuring me right now. And look, that double uppercut, that lead uppercut, rear uppercut, and it's one of the nastiest things you can do in the game. And you can combo them mad quick together. And if they're pressuring you, they have to come towards you, and you stand still and you crank them right on top of each other. It's hard to get away from. Another one is that jab straight. It's that I just showed you right there. It's jab straight is so hard to counter in the game. You got to slip straight it. You got to slip straight the jab, and if you come over and you're just really good at doing it, you can hit that head kick, and when they go to slip it, they're going to hit right into that head kick, and it's an instant knockout. But the 3 basic combos you want to learn, I'm just going to like tell you guys real quick on it, is for one, that right there, the jab uppercut, or the jab hook, actually, my mistake, jab hook, the lead uppercut and the rear uppercut timed in one, 2 uppercuts. And then I would say the most damaging power shot that they have in the game, and it's really fast, is the jab, rear uppercut, lead hook to the head. And it's very fast to do, and it's really knockout. Like, it has knockout power, like probably the best knockout power punch in the entire game. Or knockout combination. But this is like the most important thing you want to learn about striking, or the most important things you want to learn about striking. But yeah, this is my 3 tips on how to get better at UFC 3, how to win fights, how to rank up, and so on and so forth. But if this helped you guys in any way, make sure you guys like the video, comment, and because I'm going to be uploading a lot of UFC clips. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.